For the first time in history, union workers are on strike against all big three automakers in the United States. Eric Fiorani joins us live in studio with more on how this could impact the Canadian automaker industry. Good evening, Eric.
Hi, Taz. The United Auto Workers Union failed to reach an agreement with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. An expert I spoke with today says because of how highly integrated the North American auto industry is, the impacts of this strike on Canada could be major. Of the United Auto Workers' 145,000 members in the U.S., nearly 13,000 are on strike today. Work is halted at 3 American assembly plants. The union's president, Shawn Fain, said they will hold off more costly company-wide strikes for now, but all options are open if new contracts are not agreed.
Record profits equal record contracts. It's our time, and all we want is our share of equity. We're not asking to be millionaires. We're not asking to join the billionaire class. We're asking for our fair share of the fruits of our labor.
The union is asking for ambitious demands, including a 40% pay increase, a 32-hour work week, cost of living adjustments, and return of pensions for all workers. Now, the strike in the U.S. comes as Canadian auto workers are also in negotiations of their own. There's a strike deadline of September 18th for unionized workers at Ford Canada. Unifor, which represents auto workers in Canada, says it is looking for higher wages and better pensions. Professor of Labor Studies at Brock University, Larry Savage, says the strike in the U.S. may prove helpful for the Canadian union.
The UAW's militancy is likely to have a positive spillover effect for Unifor in the sense that it's going to bolster that union's bargaining demands north of the border. I think the UAW is really firmly in the driver's seat here. As much as Unifor's leadership insists that they're forging their own path, I think there's no question that developments in the United States are going to have a significant impact in Canada and will shape bargaining outcomes in Canada.
According to the Canadian Vehicle Manufacturers Association, vehicles are the second largest Canadian goods export by value. Savage also mentioned the auto sector is going through an electric vehicle transformation, which is also putting pressure on car companies.
The Detroit Three, they don't want to lose market share to other auto companies. And so it's very important for them to secure labor peace on both sides of the border.
However, Savage says disruptions in the U.S. due to a strike will certainly create disruptions in Canada as well.
But that's kind of the point, right? Strikes are designed to disrupt business as usual. They're designed to apply pressure on an employer to reach a negotiated settlement. And it will be interesting to see what the outcome will be.
U.S. President Joe Biden is getting involved today. He backed the United Auto Workers Union, sending Senior Advisor Gene Sperling and Deputy Secretary of Labor Julie Su to Detroit to assist as negotiations spill into the weekend.